Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel and welcome to the RUUD GULLIT Show, the king of eFootball, where we will break down just what makes this player so special in a game full of legends where really the developer Konami does a great job bringing these legends to life, similar to how they played in their illustrious careers. So it's not like Gullit doesn't have competition for the king of the game. However, every time you play against a RUUD GULLIT, you realize just how good he is. He is a constant thorn in your side. And I'm not talking about just scoring goals over and over and over, right? You have greats like Shevchenko, Roberto Baggio, who in different ways are just always hounding your goal, constantly a threat to put the ball in the back of the net. And Gullit, it's not like that. Yes, he can score them, as you just seen in that earlier clip, and you'll see in several more. But it's just all over the pitch. It could be defending way down in the other end. It could be in the attack creating goals. It could be straight in the middle of the field just sparking an attack by either winning a ball or connecting a pass that you didn't think was possible to connect. He is just all around a fantastic player. For example, look here at the runs he makes. He doesn't get the ball here, but he's at the top left of your screen, right? And within this one play, he resets twice and then also comes to and shows in a dangerous area to get the ball to his feet. In this particular RUUD GULLIT card, the newest one, he is a deep lying forward. But whether you use him with that playstyle on or maybe in the attacking midfield or somewhere else with that playstyle turned off, no matter what, he's constantly making great runs. His off-the-ball movement is God tier. So when you have him in your team, you constantly have an option that is going to be a threat, either to play him the ball and he's in on goal himself, or you play him the ball and next thing you know, you're in a dangerous area threatening to score. Not only that, but you also will find yourself in trouble sometimes, not many passing lanes, if any, and next thing you know, RUUD GULLIT will show up in a dangerous area. So just having that AI intelligence that he brings to the table makes you that much better in possession and makes you that much more dangerous when you are in and around the opponent's goal looking to create and score. And he's not just a threat on the attacking side. Defensively, he is excellent too. He will track back and defend, and while his defensive stats aren't excellent, they're very good for an attacking player, and just like all of his stats, he plays above those as well. And you will see him many times coming back, overpowering many players, and then either taking the ball up himself to create a dangerous opportunity, or he will play the ball to a teammate, usually a beautiful pass, and they can score. Now, the one weakness he has is in the double touch movement, right? A very dynamic movement. He doesn't have any of the double touch, flip flap, or soul control, but luckily you can add those in additional skills. I definitely will be doing that because it just doesn't fit with how good he feels on the ball, and then you go to do a simple double touch movement and he's so slow, and many times will get the ball taken when he tries to do a double touch, but it just feels natural when he's dribbling so well, and the movement would be perfect to pull off. So you almost automatically do it sometimes, and it's a shame when it's just polar opposite of how he dribbles. All of a sudden, that super slick player on the ball disappears. So again, I strongly suggest you get double touch, soul control, and flip flap, or any combination of them, or at least one of them. And speaking of skills, he has a great set of skills. I'm glad that he has fighting spirit, so you don't have to add that like I do to many of my players. I think that is a key skill for every player on the pitch. And as for additional skills, I would definitely add aerial superiority, so he's strong in the air all over the pitch, as well as dipping shot. And then for me, I'm adding double touch, soul control, and flip flap. But for you, whether you add a combination of those or one of those, or maybe you don't do any of those, you would have anywhere from 1 to 3 extra spots to add skills of your choosing. He has a great weak foot, and then you see the boosters I added. The first one was Striker's Instinct. The second one was just a random booster that ended up being good, right? However, across the board, like I said, he is underwhelming stat-wise. He plays well above those stats. So for his second booster, you can look around and add what you want based on how you want him to play. He's that dynamic, right, that there's a few different areas you can add. For instance, a lot of players don't take as much off of his dribbling as I do, but he feels incredible on the ball. As you see here, this is with that lower tight possession, lower dribbling all around, and he still is fine, right? Some players want that a little bit higher. So you just have to choose how you want to see him perform on the pitch, and maybe it makes a difference, maybe it doesn't. Because for me, Gullit is one of those players that is, no matter what, going to be a king on the pitch. So that has been a RUUD GULLIT review, if you will. The king of eFootball. I'm glad he's in my team. If he's in yours, congratulations. If he's not, keep working. Even if you don't spend money, I strongly suggest you make this one exception to get GULLIT in your squad. So keep grinding, keep having fun, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.